بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Before we move on to the chapters of Qaida Nuraniya, let's have a look at this picture. On the right side, this is the original book. The blue color format is the original book written by Sheikh Noor Muhammad Haqqani. And on the left side, these are the common rules to be followed while practicing a lesson. Okay, so the first thing we have to say is Basmallah. For each and every lesson, we have to start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Now, the second rule is each of the chapters, soon after the Bismillah, there will be a green color box which indicates the lesson's number, the number of the lesson. Okay. Now, the third box which we will see in each chapter indicates the lesson's name. Each chapter contains a lesson's title, so that is the lesson's name which will be put in red color. The fourth rule is we have to repeat like the Sheikh's audio. Here, finally, after every videos, after every lessons, I will be posting the Sheikh's audio together. So you have to follow the Sheikh's audio. This is the way he taught us. So we should not do as our own. Okay, we should not do like however we like. The thing is that this is the way he taught us all these years. All these years, the Qaida Nuraniya has been taught in this method. So there is a specific method or specific tone to be followed while reciting the Qaida Nuraniya chapters. Okay, inshallah, when we move on, you will learn about it. So just keep in mind all these rules before we start the first lesson. Let's move on. So before we move on to the first lesson, let's have a small introduction on the importance of the Arabic letters. We all know that Arabic language has 28 or 29 letters. All these letters have a special character and right. One should give these rights to each and every letter properly. The same rule applies while reciting the Quran. It's not only in this Qaida Nuraniya we just apply the rules, but this is to be used in our lifelong as we recite the Quran. Once you learn it well, you will be able to recite the Quran properly, inshallah. The next point is this. There are certain vowels in Arabic language. We all know that in English language there are 5 vowels. Similarly, in Arabic language also there are some short vowels as well as long vowels. Now I will be speaking about the short vowels only. There are 3 main short vowels. These vowels in Arabic are called haraka. The name for vowel in Arabic is called haraka. The 3 types of haraka are fatha, kasra, dhamma. Fatha is a small line that is seen above a letter with the pronunciation of A. Okay, whenever we say a letter, for example, let's see, if on the letter ba we have fatha, we say it ba. Okay, now kasra is a small line seen below the letter. So if on the letter ba we put a kasra, it is pronounced as B. Now dhamma is a small comma. This is another haraka which is put above the letter, and for example if we put dhamma on the letter ba, it is pronounced as bu. Ba bi bu ta ti tu. This is a haraka. These are just few small tips for you to understand. So you must understand that each haraka must also be given its right. Okay, each letter and each haraka should also be given its right. Follow these common rules properly. You should keep on practicing. Okay, it's not just that you learn this lesson today and after 10 days you open and recite the Quran. You will never see any improvement. At least recite the Quran daily. Show small little improvements. That will be better for you. We don't expect a big change in a few days, but slow and steady wins the race. Follow these common rules. Keep these points in your minds before the starting of each lesson. So we all know that Allah is seeing our efforts and hard works, and He will reward you for each and every single step you work, and He will make you among the successful, inshallah. May Allah make it easy for everyone. Jazakumullah khair. If the classes are beneficial, please subscribe, like, and ask any doubts in the comment section. Pass on this link to others as Sadaqah Jariyah and earn double rewards.